As horse owners, we must update our knowledge of parasites. We must also look at our management practices and for what purposes we plan to use our horses. Before 1940, the only compounds used to deal with parasitism were natural substances that had some effect on parasites but also risked some toxicity to the horse. A few worked merely by increasing the speed of movement in the intestines in an effort to expel parasites. Tobacco was popular because nicotine is a mild anthelmintic. Our attempt at trying to rebalance the relationship between horses and parasites and give the horse some relief has been the advent of anthelmintics. In the past 50 years, a number of anthelmintic compounds have been developed. In the 1940s, it was phenylthiazine. In the 1950s, piperazine. In the 1960s, benzimidazoles were created, and in the 1970s, pyrentyl was developed. 10 years later, in the 1980s, came the macrocyclic lactone ivermectin, and in 1997, another macrocyclic lactone, moxidectin, appeared on the scene. All anthelmintics on the market today have their effect on parasites in one of two ways. Either they interfere with the parasite's energy metabolism, or they interfere with their neuromuscular coordination. No one anthelmintic compound is effective on all parasites, so it is common for compounds to be combined to create a broad-spectrum dewormer. Macrocyclic lactones or mectins are one chemical class of anthelmintics. There are two types of mectin. Avermectin is one of them. At the present time, there are two types of avermectin on the market in Australia for horses: ivermectin and abermectin. Milbemycin is the other class of mectin. At the present time, moxidectin is the only one sold for horses. All of the mectin compounds have the same mode of action. They interfere with the neuromuscular functions of the parasites, causing paralysis and subsequent death of the parasite. Mectins have excellent efficacy against the majority of major parasites of horses. They do not, however, treat tapeworms. Prasi Quantil is a member of a different chemical family than ivermectin, called the pyrazine family. It is 100% effective against tapeworms. Prasi Quantil increases the permeability of integument and muscle cells to calcium ions. This results in parasitic muscular contraction and paralysis. Once this is accomplished, the parasite is vulnerable to the horse's immune system, resulting in detachment and disintegration of the tapeworm. Benzimidazoles, or Bezids, are another type of anthelmintic compound. Bezids inhibit the metabolism and cellular division of parasites, effectively starving the worm and inhibiting egg production. Bezids treat the majority of worm species, but have no efficacy against tapeworms or bots. There are several forms of Bezids available. These include oxfendazole, fenbendazole, and oxybendazole. Tetrahydropyrimidines, or THPs, produces paralysis of the parasite by neuromuscular stimulation, allowing the parasites to be passed out by the normal action of the gut. THPs treat the majority of worm species but have no effect on bots. There are only two types of THP, pyrantyl and morantyl.